Hi guys, I am Bruno Albouze. Well, it's been a long time since I have made a recipe of fish. Today I am going to make something pretty awesome. Loup de mer en croûte, which means sea bass in puff pastry. This is incredible.
Let's begin with the spinach stuffing. Remove stems, wash thoroughly, and spin dry spinach. In a hot pot, add olive oil and crushed garlic. Stir in spinach swiftly. Season with salt and pepper. Cover and cook on low heat for 2 minutes. Then transfer to drain over some layers of paper towels. By the time your spinach are cooling down, dice out some lemon confit. You can purchase them or you can make your own. It is so simple. Check my lemon confit video out. I use them in just about everything. It adds such an incredible kick. Combine chopped spinach with ricotta cheese or fromage blanc, the egg, lemon confit, and add salt and pepper to taste. Next, I am going to show you how to fillet your own fish. But of course, you can ask your fishmonger to do it for you. First, you want to cut off the fins. It is optional but safer to begin with, so when the skull ends and the flesh starts. Now, what I am going to do is take the fish, insert the knife about an inch, and I am running the side of that dorsal fin. Pass that dorsal fin. I know I am past the rib cage. I push the knife all the way through down pressure on the backbone, all the way out to the tail. Then run the tip of the knife around the rib cage to separate the fillet from the body. And do likewise on the other side. When you are done, save the head and the tail. For the little story, by the way, behind this loup en croûte dish, which is originally served in Michelin-starred restaurants. The fish is then gutted and skinned, but left whole, and simply stuffed and wrapped in puff pastry. And once baked, it is put on display front of the guest, cut out and boned by the waiters. It is a quite spectacular show-off of this fantastic dish. Between you and me, it is much easier to do it that way, so it's totally up to you. Next, how to remove the skin from a fish fillet. Place the knife from 1 inch off of the tail and run the knife slowly along the fillet with the blade angled ever so slightly downward, firmly gripping the skin as you go, moving the skin up rather than cutting it. Guys, so far everything is ready. But the puff pastry. Roll out 2 sheets of dough into a 4 mm thick and 16 by 7 inch rectangles and cut out some oval shapes and strips with the scraps and keep the whole thing in a refrigerator. Not to mention, folks, that using my inverted puff pastry recipe remains the best option. But a good frozen puff pastry, just like this one, would do the trick. So place the first fillet skin side down in the center of the dough, then add the head and the tail. Season with some olive oil, fleur de sel and ground black pepper. Then cover the whole surface of the fillet with the spinach stuffing. Top with the second fillet now, skin side up, and season with some olive oil, fleur de sel and ground black pepper, just the way you did with the first one. Next, brush the pastry with an egg wash all around the stuffed fish, on the tail and head as well. and carefully cover the whole thing with the second puff pastry sheet. Seal it, removing any air pockets left from the inside. Then just try to replicate the shape of a fish. There is no such rule to do so let your imagination go wild. Next, egg wash the whole fish and add one strip of dough that goes around the neck so you'll know where to make the first cut. With the back of a paring knife, carve the tail and fins. With a large plain pastry tip, make half-moon prints to resemble the scales of the fish. In order to thicken the tail and make extra fins, I'm gonna use the oval dough I made earlier. I'm gonna egg wash them, fold into half-moon shapes and carve. Beautiful. Though you don't want to put this piece of art in the oven right away. Let it rest in a refrigerator for an hour. By the time le loup en croûte is baking, I'm gonna make a rich and buttery sauce aux herbes, just like a beurre blanc. What makes this sauce aux herbes so unique depends on the quality of the butter. Reduce red wine vinegar, white wine, shallots, bay leaf and thyme to dry. Then add a splash of water, stir in the softened butter, bring to a boil and throw in the fresh tarragon and parsley, and season with salt and pepper to taste. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this extraordinary and beautiful loup en croûte episode. To get the full recipe, go to brunoskitchen.net. Please subscribe, like me on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. Ciao, ciao.